Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Grant Ellis of The Bachelor ultimately chose his wife, Juliana Pasquarosa, during the live finale on March 24th, and I believe he made the right decision by choosing the vivacious, Boston-born Juliana over Lisha. Grant's involvement with the Bachelor franchise began when he participated as a suitor on Gen Tran's season of The Bachelorette and was appointed lead for The Bachelor Season 29. Grant, a successful former basketball player who now works in finance in Houston, stated that he was ready to settle down and take the next steps, such as finding a partner and starting a family. Grant's season was dominated by drama from several participants, such as Carolina Sophia, who made the first few weeks of the season all about her. Juliana managed to stay under the radar for a while, but when the group went to Scotland for an expedition, Juliana and Grant's relationship began to heat up. In the end, Grant believed Juliana was his finest match and chose to give her his final rose. Aside from Carolina, I thought Grant's relationship with Lisha was one of the strongest of the season. Grant supposedly told Lisha as early as week 2 that she would be his choice in the end, even informing her mother of his intentions. He also stated that he loved Lisha first, before any of the other women. Grant seems to have decided on Lisha the night before the finale, telling her how much he loved her and was looking forward to their future. Cut to the next day, when Grant informed Lisha that he was not her person. Lisha's remark set the internet ablaze. She looked him dead in the eyes and questioned when his feelings had changed, to which he said that they had not because he still had love for her. When Grant expressed his hope that she didn't see him differently now, she retorted sarcastically, "Well, I do, for sure. Come on. It is possible to fall in love with numerous people on series like The Bachelor." Grant's relationship with Lisha and Juliana is to be expected on competition dating shows, therefore it isn't always a red flag. He was honest about his feelings for Lisha, but in the end, his emotional connection to Juliana was stronger. Grant, 31, and Juliana, 28, share many similarities, including past romantic relationships. Juliana admitted that her previous relationships have caused her to become cautious in order to protect herself from heartbreak. According to her claims on the show, she dated someone for a long time who cheated on her and left her in a bad mental state. "I was in a relationship for a long time and was cheated on a lot, which got me to a really low place emotionally, and I never want to go back because it really wrecked me, but my family really lifted me up and helped me get through it, so I'm so glad for them." Grant also discussed a previous romance, albeit little is known about who he was with. He supposedly dated someone for 7 years before they split up. He appeared on the Vile Files podcast in August 2024, shortly after being revealed as the new The Bachelor star, and discussed his previous relationship. "The trajectory of what I was trying to do and where I was trying to go with my life, aspirations, and visions ended up causing a schism in the relationship, and we decided to split up. It was a life lesson for me, and while it was unpleasant, the most painful events are often the ones that teach you the most." Grant appears to be implying that he prioritized his work and other responsibilities over his romance. While he claims to have learned from the experience, let us hope, for Juliana's sake, that he genuinely has. He appeared certain that he wanted to find a marriage during his time on the show, so he must have grown since then. Relationship with his father, Robert. Grant was honest about his father's addiction and his lack of presence as a father growing up. It influenced Grant's feelings on being a spouse and father now. Grant and his father reconciled, and his father was a presence on the show, pulling for his son and offering advice as needed. Juliana could identify, as she mentioned having a loved one who struggled with sobriety. Juliana told Grant what had occurred. "Growing up, I was put in a difficult situation where somebody close to me had a problem with addiction, and it took the time away from me as a small kid, from growing up in this loving family that I so graciously am appreciative today. I didn't have that back then." She said she didn't know how to deal with it, so she shut down emotionally. Because Grant can empathize, it strengthened their friendship even more. Grant Ellis, the charismatic 31-year-old former basketball player, took the reins as the lead on The Bachelor Season 29, following his time as a suitor on Jen Tran's season of The Bachelorette. Known for his athletic success and now working in finance in Houston, Grant's journey to find love was one filled with dramatic twists, emotional highs and lows, and ultimately, the revelation that true love could come in unexpected ways. When it all came down to the final decision on March 24, Grant chose Juliana Pasquarosa, the vivacious, Boston-born beauty, over the highly competitive Lisha Gar. A decision that not only shocked some viewers but also confirmed that Grant had found the partner he was meant to spend his life with. Grant's story began long before he became the Bachelor himself. His journey started on The Bachelorette, where he competed for Jen Tran's heart. Although he didn't win, it was clear from the beginning that Grant had the qualities that would make him a compelling lead for the show. A successful former basketball player who could balance both his competitive nature and the tenderness needed to connect with others emotionally, Grant quickly earned the trust and admiration of many, particularly Juliana. Juliana, who had entered the competition with a cautious approach to love, was more reserved at the start of the season. She did not seek to dominate conversations or be the center of attention, unlike some of the other women, such as Carolina Sofia. Carolina had caused a stir early on, with her fiery personality and dramatic antics making her one of the most talked-about contestants. However, Juliana's quiet confidence and authentic nature began to shine through as the weeks passed, and she began to connect with Grant on a deeper level. The first few weeks were a blur of tension and competition, and for Juliana, staying under the radar worked in her favor. While other contestants seemed intent on stirring drama, Juliana focused on her connection with Grant, letting her relationship with him unfold naturally. As the season progressed, it became evident that there was something genuine between the two. Their chemistry was undeniable, and viewers could see the subtle yet meaningful moments they shared. The turning point in Scotland. It was during the group trip to Scotland that the relationship between Grant and Juliana truly heated up. Surrounded by the picturesque landscapes, the couple shared an intimate and heartfelt conversation that allowed them to open up about their pasts and their dreams for the future. Scotland, with its dramatic beauty, served as the perfect backdrop for a pivotal moment in their journey. In the days leading up to the final rose ceremony, Grant began to solidify his feelings for Juliana. He realized that his emotional connection with her ran deeper than any of the other contestants. This realization didn't come without its internal conflict. After all, Grant had shared a very different bond with Lisha Gar, one that appeared strong from the start. Lisha's relationship with Grant was passionate, and she had managed to capture his attention in ways that made her one of the frontrunners early in the season. The strong connection with Lisha. Lisha, a fiery and independent woman, had an undeniable chemistry with Grant. Early on in the season, Grant expressed that Lisha was a strong contender for his heart, even telling her in week 2 that he envisioned her as his potential final choice. Their relationship progressed swiftly, and by the time they were nearing the finale, Grant had even told Lisha's mother that he could see himself marrying her. This openness was a sign of just how strong Grant's feelings for her were, and many fans believed that Lisha was the one who had captured his heart. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any update.